What's going on, Hellbillies? So, I just got this from Motor City Guitars, Crescent Lake Road in Waterford, Michigan. This is a Mighty Mite 2902. So, this is a licensed Fender neck for a Stratocaster. This was very common feel of a Strat neck in the what I remember this feeling this neck was, and the guitar that I remember the most was the Eric Clapton Strat, the very first in the '90s Clapton signature Stratocaster with the lace sensor pickups. Okay, I remember I picked up that guitar and I didn't like that guitar. I didn't like the way it sounded or anything, but I had said, "Oh, I really, really like the neck." And I said to I didn't play Fenders at the time. I was really big into hollow bodies in the '90s. I was really ashamed because I sold some cool Fender guitars to get hollow bodies because hollow bodies were hard to find back then. They're much easier now. They were very expensive and they were all old. And, they were all beat up. Anyway, so I asked the Fender rep. I said, I really like this feel of this neck. What what would you call it? He told me it was the 9.5 inch radius, and he told me that the Mighty Mite neck was identical. That this is a Fender licensed neck. That you can buy this and it'll bolt right on your Stratocasters. That were the good Stratocasters and Mexican Stratocasters. This was really the neck for the at the time, the Mexican Stratocaster was, pretty much looked down on. But man, they're good guitars. They really, those '90s Strats, Mexican Strats, are really nice, and they're still nice. I got nothing to say bad about them. I wish they do a better setup when they're in the stores, though, because man, the Squires always play better. But anyway, back to this Mighty Mite neck. So this is a licensed Fender neck, so be aware of that. It says licensed by Fender right on the bottom in that heart. And right there's a serial number, and it says made in Indonesia. Now, some of you might be like, I don't know if I want, Indonesian. And I would agree with you 100% if I did not have, I have a Fender Telecaster that was made in Indonesia. That was made in the '90s in Indonesia. That guitar there was two Fenders, the real Fender Telecasters at the time, the American Fender and the Indonesian Fender. And the Indonesian Fender actually wound up being a few dollars more than the American. And, people are like, why would I pay more for an Indonesian Fender? And then if you went and played the two side by side, you would be like, you know what, I'll pay the extra and take the Indonesian. Really. I mean, they're really that good. They actually had to cancel them after like a year. There was a certain year, and then they had to cancel it because the Indonesian Telecaster was better than the American, and it's all there was to it. And it wound up being a little more expensive. So I have that Indonesian guitar, which is mind-blowingly phenomenal, and then I have a G&L Indonesian that's mega. I mean, I can't play it in the stuff that I play nowadays. It's got two humbuckers, maple body, mahogany top. Mahogany body, maple top split, binding. It's kind of like a Telecaster Les Paul, except it's a bolt-on, made in Indonesia. That guitar plays like a dream. Awesome. So don't look down your nose too far at the Indonesian stuff. All it has to do with is quality control. If you got good quality control, the stuff that's not good, you don't accept. You send it back to Indonesia. Stuff that's good, you keep. I mean, So there's great Indonesian stuff. And real quick about Mighty Mite. If you ever heard of JB Player, I have a JB Player Telecaster that I turn into with the Nashville Hot 3-position pickups. That That neck didn't come off there. But that neck and this neck are identical because that was like the heavy metal neck of that whole line. And so it's got the same feel as this, exactly. JB Player went out of business. I know they brought out some guitars that were made in Indonesia, but JB Player and Mighty Mite are the same company. So this is my third of the neck, even though that one's rosewood on the JB Player Strat Telecaster. But these are great necks. I mean, I love them. It's thin. It's not a thick neck. I mean, it's not like thin like an Ibanez neck, but it's not a bulky neck, and I call that a C-shaped. So Mighty Mite 2902. If you're looking for a neck and you don't want something that's beefy in a Strat or a Tele, they make this in rosewood. They make it for a Tele. It's all the same. And like for me, I like when I pick up the second guitar or third guitar in the night, I like it just to feel exactly the same if it can. It just makes a world of difference to me. When I switch from one kind of neck to another kind of neck, I kind of feel like I have to like learn to play that neck. And with these, I don't feel like that at all. And my thing is like there's other guitars that I might pick up. I might pick up a hollow body in the night, but I've been playing that hollow body for 20 plus years, and I know how it feels. So that's not like a learning curve for me. But these are great necks. I haven't been paid, but if they would endorse me, I would get these necks endorsed because I would put them on everything. I love them. That's just me. So don't look down your nose at, the Indonesian thing on there. A lot of good guitars come from Indonesia. I will tell you that this Mighty Mite neck was made in Mexico, but that was over 20 years ago. Well over 20 years ago. And it might even be closer to 25 or older than that years ago that I bought that neck. And it's just been... If this neck is 80% of what that neck is, I'll be totally happy. Because this is the one neck, I gotta tell you, I hardly ever have to adjust it. It's just such a good neck. It just stays where it's supposed to stay. And I'm really impressed by it. And it made me buy another one. So this will be like the third that I have. And will I buy another one? I will. I wanted to feel this because I wasn't sure after 20 plus years if they were going to feel the same, if the model was going to feel exactly the same. And I'll tell you what, it feels exactly the same to me. I mean, just exactly the same. So I'm happy. Yeah, don't look down your nose at Mighty Mites, but make sure that it says that licensed on there, okay, when you get it. If it doesn't have this, I know guys, I see guys selling necks. They say they're Mighty Mite. It doesn't have that on there, and I don't think they're really Mighty Mites. I think they're copying them too now, which seems crazy, but I really do think they are. But awesome neck. I'm going to put this on a guitar. So if you like this, if you're new to this channel and it's the first video you've seen, do me a favor and subscribe real quick. Give me a thumbs up. I'm going to put this on a guitar, and you guys that watch the channel know it's going on the Hard Luck Kings guitar with the elder body that I bought that had a kibosh neck. All right? Well, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers, everybody.